Your sister left out an old banana and a fruit fly infestation has begun. When you first noticed your house had fruit flies, you noticed that there were four. This is going to be an important number. Your dad does not think it's a big deal and is unsure whether your family needs to take measures to get rid of the fruit flies. This alarms you and you begin to keep track of the fruit fly population. From your observations, each day the population seems to be growing by 50%. How many fruit flies do you expect will be in your house 2 weeks after the infestation if it's not remedied? So, again, we're talking about an increase by a certain percentage, right? Like multiplying by a certain amount. So, the main thing to understand here is that our starting value here is 4. We started with 4. And then it's increasing by 50%, which would mean that we are multiplying it by 1.5, right? Because we have the original amount that we start with, and then plus that 50%. So each day it seems to be going up by 50% or multiplying by 1.5. So that kind of gives us, that's all the information we need to give us our exponential function for the situation, which, if you remember, y equals a times b to the power of x. B is the number that we're multiplying by every time. So that's going to be 1.5. And a is our initial value here, which is 4. So in this one here, my equation, y equals 4 times 1.5 to the power of x. Because what that means is if we talk about, on x being days and y being number of fruit flies, day 0, like the day that we start at, if we plug that in, 1.5 to the power of 0 is just 1. 1 times 4 is 4, which makes sense because day 0, again, 4 fruit flies. Then after a day, we'd multiply that by 1.5. After another day, we'd multiply that new number by 1.5 and so on until we get to 2 weeks, which would be 14 days, which again, this is going to be kind of a large number if you didn't notice, because if you ever heard the word, exponential growth, right? You should know that that's going to be it's increasing at a fast rate. So if we were to kind of give us our approximated answer here, 1.5 to the power of 14 times 4 is about 1,168 fruit flies. So for after 2 weeks, going to be a lot of flies. Probably should take care of something there.